this week's episode, Bottom, Space, and I give Saul the ultimate challenge. It's time to talk BS.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
That's good. Yeah, that wasn't my best one, I don't think. I think
Swings and roundabouts is alright.
Yeah, out of three, I think. Out of the three we've done.
2 out of 3 ain't bad, you know.
How the devil are you, Saul? Are you still on your codeine?
I'm not on my codeine anymore.
Hey.
I'm back on beer again. It's great.
Oh, lovely. What are you drinking?
I'm just drinking some Broadside at the moment. Pretty basic, but it's cheap to pick up from most stores.
True, yeah,
so
Adams is pretty good shout. I've got an EPA.
Oh, lovely.
English Pale Ale. So, it's all right. It's going all right.
Spent the past week just being like Coke and whiskey because I can drink again. I came off codeine and was just like, give me the Coke and whiskey.
Give me the freaking booze, man.
Well, the hilarious thing was that my step-parents came back from their holiday and they brought me a present, which was lovely, but it was a bottle of whiskey, which I was still on codeine at the time, so I was kind of just like, thanks, that's great. And literally as soon as I came off codeine, I was just like, lovely, I can appreciate it now, thank you.
Sorry, after testing the levels, I was like, actually, I'm looking really quiet, so I'm hoping that now I don't sound ridiculously loud, but it looks okay.
I'm sure they'll let us know.
Anyway, please do let us know what you think in the comments, as long as it's only nice things.
Yeah, we'll take either.
Yes. Anyway, so Saul, let's go for it, shall we?
Let's go. I just want to do some housekeeping first from our
housekeeping
from our last episode.
Hello, housekeeping. Hello.
I was just about to knock on the mic there. That's probably not a good thing to do.
It doesn't work.
No.
Anyway, go for it.
So, I made a bit of a cock-up, which I'm absolutely going to blame the codeine for because I can, and not just because I'm a massive idiot.
What's your normal excuse?
That's my normal excuse, but I was fortunate enough to use codeine as a nice excuse this time around. I swear, 3 podcasts in, and I think codeine is the thing we've talked about most.
I think it is, actually. Yeah, people, they will have loads of druggies, listening in and going like, fucking hell, I thought it was about codeine. This podcast is great.
So basically, when talking about the Cornetto trilogy, I can't remember the comparison I made. I made a comparison to someone not being like quite as good as the rest of the cast.
I think I said something
and
about
the
that.
example I gave was the Jonas Brothers from, and this is a mistake, the Jesus Christ Superstar, not remake, but they did it on stage, and it completely wasn't Jesus Christ Superstar at all. It was the 25th anniversary of Les Mis instead. So
somehow that feels worse to me.
Bit of a cock-up, like what the Jonas Brothers in
fact that it's
Les Mis.
Les Mis, yeah. I don't know. Jesus Christ Superstar, I feel like I can get away with it a bit more because it is kind of more poppy. But
Les Mis, not so much.
No.
And that's the thing. He wasn't awful. He just it was painfully obvious how lesser he was compared to the rest of the cast. Although,
having said that, have you seen Dunkirk?
I have not.
Because I think there's a Jonas brother in that, and
really?
he's really good.
Nice. I know Harry is in it.
Harry?
Yes.
Oh, is that the one?
From One Direction?
One Direction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not Jonas brother.
That's probably the one.
Same thing, same difference.
Housekeeping.
Yeah. yeah. Housekeeping. I said One Direction when I meant same fucking thing. Yeah. So yeah, Harry from One Direction is in Dunkirk, and like I thought. That was
to be fair, I've seen reviews for Dunkirk, and not only is it a film that I should absolutely see at some point, I did hear good things about him in it.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good. Anyway, was that it? Or is there anything else?
Yeah, housekeeping's up. That's my botch.
Okay, lovely. Actually, there was something else as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you made another cock up. You said that Space was written by Simon Pegg and Edgar Wright, and it isn't.
I was half right.
Yeah, he directed it, and Simon Pegg wrote it, but he wrote it with the other woman who...
Yes.
Name
I'm going to bring it up in our entertainment exchange.
Oh, lovely.
Don't you
cool.
worry.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
So, yeah, long story short, blame the codeine.
Yay. Drugs.
Lovely. Now,
right, first step.
Just one question I want to ask quick.
Yeah.
Is that you have recently played the most recent Doom game.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you asked me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want quick opinions about it, because to me, it seems like a game built for you.
It is awesome. I fucking love it.
Right?
Like it's so I mean, like you say, the music, the fucking when you're like doing a really awesome bit, and then it's like the fucking. I was like, oh my yes, you're gonna kill them all.
I thought the music would be a definite highlight for you.
I love it. It comes in at the right moments. Yeah, that's absolutely the thing. It comes at the right moments. I have to say, I am playing it on super easy.
I did exactly the same because the thing is, the game is built on you continuously moving and looking like a badass, and the music plays into that so well that when you do get killed, it kind of just throws you out of the experience for a little bit because
I've died like 2 times maybe.
Yeah, you're so stuck in it and you're so there with the music that when you die, you're just like it's like all the air has just left your lungs. You're just like, oh, damn.
It is. I love it. I think it's great. So I suppose that technically is something that you recommended, but you gave that to me.
I gave it to you quite a while ago because I picked up the Switch version of it, which means I can play it portably, which is fantastic.
But I love it. I love it. And it's great because like it is, you know, you can just enjoy it if you play it easy. You know, you can just enjoy it and be a fucking badass.
It's just non-stop action. You never stop moving in that game.
So I don't have the fucking time to be like playing it on hard. Like I want to finish the damn thing. I've just got to Mars, to hell.
Sometimes games are like that. I like a challenge once in a while. I really do. But other times it leads back to our first podcast when we were talking about the fact that we don't have as much time to game as we used to.
No.
And sometimes it's just nice to just stick it on easy mode.
Yeah.
Either for the reason that you just want to enjoy the experience, or a lot for me, if I stick it on easy mode, it's because I want to enjoy the story. And I don't want anything sort of hindering that. And
I can't say I've paid much attention to the Doom story. I'm just like, come on, let me kill some fucking demons.
You don't really. It's basically there's a bunch of demons that you want to go destroy in the most imaginative ways that you can. Go ahead. There you go. Oh, here's some awesome music, by the way.
Yeah. Awesome. We didn't set a timer, dude.
We didn't set a timer.
Okay, I don't know how long we've got.
I'll do it now, but I reckon maybe like 10 minutes. 10 minutes off, 10 minutes maybe.
Fine. Yeah.
I'll start a timer now. Oh, we do this every time.
I know we do. I know. But last time we actually did it properly. You know, it's fine.
Well, no, you still reminded me that I needed to turn the timer on last time.
I did, to be fair.
And we started a timer. Yay!
Excellent. Lovely. Okay, cool. We haven't prepared us very much for this one.
Not really, no. But you know, that's just the way we roll. It's fine.
That's how we roll. All right, cool. So let's go on to it. Let's go on to the entertainment exchange.
Lovely. Am I beginning?
Yeah.
So I gave you Spaced to watch.
Yes, you did. And he's gonna go. Come on, Saul. What the fuck you doing, man?
I'm finding notes. What else?
Actually, I better get my notes up. Actually, good shout.
I always take the fall for this one.
Yeah, I know. But
when you're exactly the same, but it's always just pinned on me.
Well, you know. Sorry, dude.
It's fine. I'm used to it. So, Spaced is a British television sitcom created, written and starring Simon Pegg. Got that half right.
Yeah. Nailed it.
And Jessica Stevenson, who both play the main characters in it itself. It is directed by Edgar Wright.
Yep.
Did I say it right that time?
No, you didn't.
I didn't. No. Sweet. I can't even blame the codeine this time.
It's the thing. It's just
now. Something that my dyslexic mouth cannot get across.
It's like Benedict Cumberbatch can't say penguins. Yeah, penguins.
That's hilarious. Yeah. If you've never seen that, by the way, just type it up on YouTube. It's so good. So good.
All right.
Going slightly off track. So yes, it's directed by Edgar Wright. And basically it's exploits it's the exploits of Daisy Steiner, who Jessica Stevenson plays in it, and Tim Beasley, which is Simon Pegg's character. 22-something Londoners who, despite only having just met, decided to move in together after she gives up on squatting and he is kicked out by his ex-girlfriend. Many hilarious things ensue, basically.
Yeah.
It's just your classic old sitcom, like, really.
Yeah, definitely.
It's sort of in the same vein as, like, Black Books or something like that.
Yeah. I actually hadn't thought about that, but yeah, it is kind of like that, yeah. So yeah, I suppose I'll just jump in. Like,
yeah, what did you think of it, man?
I liked it. I did like it. I wasn't like blown away by it initially. I I think for me it felt like that they were finding their feet. It was
absolutely.
very much like this relationship was getting
this
there.
Was sort of the thing that I think like kickstarted all their careers.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. And I've like, well, I'll go straight off the bat with my notes. The characters are the best bit, really. Like, I think for me, like in anything, if the characters aren't right and they're not believable, or they're not like they don't work together well,
then it just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work at all. You can have a great story, but as far as I'm concerned, if you've got shit characters, then I'm not gonna like it as much. And I really liked Simon Pegg's character. He's probably I don't know, he's my favourite.
I liked Nick Frost's character.
Yes,
he was great.
So the first series, I thought that there wasn't enough of him.
Okay.
I was like, I wanted more. It wasn't until like maybe sort of halfway through the season he got more to do.
Yeah.
And then those are my favourite episodes.
The like first half of the season, I'm pretty sure he just played like third wheel. For a lot of it.
And the best bits are with him and Simon Pegg.
Yeah,
without
absolutely.
a doubt. I like Brian, the character Brian.
He's honestly, I think he might be my favourite character out of them.
Well, he would be, brilliant. But the thing is, I love the actor who plays him. I can't remember his fucking name now, but he's in Friday Night Dinner.
Yeah.
And I love him in that, and Green Wing as well. He's bloody hilarious, and I feel like that he's not. It's because I've seen him in that. I wanted more out of Brian because he was quite understated, I think.
Spin-off show of just Brian.
Brian, yes.
Right.
But I think, and this is, I'll come on to this again a bit more, but like I felt like that I didn't like the first season as much as I did the second season. I think the second season they had found their feet a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
And the stories are a lot better. The characters are a lot more developed. Brian was a lot better in that one.
My favourite episode, and it's because Brian is in it for the most part, is the art exhibit that he does.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Yeah, that's great. And do you know what? This kind of leads on to my other bit. What I love about this series as well is the cameos in it.
The cameos in it. Did you notice how many then transcended over to the Cornetto trilogy?
I know. But like David Walliams in the art one, I was like, holy shit, okay, he's in this. And then it's like so many of them pop up, like so many. Bill Bailey's there, Simon's dad from The Inbetweeners.
Which one was Bill Bailey the one?
Bill Bailey is Bilbo.
He was Bilbo. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I was trying to think which one. The electrician who was no, that's a completely different sitcom. No, don't worry, that's fine. Move on.
Oh dear. Twist. I really hated Twist. I'm so glad she wasn't in it that much.
Oh, Twist. Yeah.
She was a bloody annoying character. Really did not like her. I'm glad she wasn't in it that much. Even when she was going out with Brian in the second series.
She was basically the epitome of blonde bimbo.
Yeah, but just even more annoying than that.
Somehow.
Yeah, I just didn't like her. And I didn't really warm to Daisy that much.
No?
I preferred episodes where she was in it less.
I quite liked her, I'm not going to lie.
I just didn't warm to. It worked. Her relationship with Tim really works, but I don't know.
Can I put out a thing?
Yeah.
A minute.
Go.
Is maybe do you not like her as much because you've already seen Nick Frost and Simon Pegg in previous stuff, so you already know their connections, and naturally you're going to warm to that? Maybe a little bit more? Yeah.
To be fair, initially when I saw Nick Frost's character, I was a bit like, oh, I'm not sure I like this character, like the sort of army thing. I was a bit like, how is this going to work? Because it's just a stupid bit.
It took me like a couple of episodes to get into his character,
and then like, but
past that,
the paintballing one, I think, is where I was like, I fucking get it now.
It was
I get this
the
character
paintballing
now.
one and the Robot Wars one for me.
Yes, yeah. But Daisy, I don't know. I couldn't get to her. Carry on again. I'm jumping all over the place with my notes this week.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not reading through it, but it's fine. I really liked how they ended it. Obviously, spoiler alert. Obviously, if you haven't fucking seen it, then spoilers, obviously. But I like how they kind of left it open at the end, whether they're actually together or not, because there's always this thing of at the beginning of like, well, obviously they're gonna get together at the end. Yeah, obviously,
but it's never answered.
But it never. They could just still be friends.
Yeah,
having a cuddle on the couch, and I like that. It's left to your imagination, and I feel like that if they had carried on to a third series, it would have ruined that.
Leading on from that, I quite like the fact that it is only 2 series long.
Yeah.
Not only for the fact that you can probably, if you're feeling particularly lazy, you could probably just sit down and watch it within the day quite easily.
I did. I watched the second series in a day.
Yeah.
Because I liked it that much. I just kept watching more and more.
But they knew when to stop, which was really important. So many TV series these days keep going because they want to make that cash. They know it's popular. They want to keep it going, and so they overplay it. They ruin it basically because just in the name of money. I like the fact that they turned around and went, "No, we're done here. Series 2, cool. All wrapped up. Let's move on to I don't know, Shaun of the Dead."
Yeah, exactly. And I think that it works.
On the whole Shaun of the Dead front, what did you think of the Resident Evil episode?
Yeah, I like that. I had actually I've seen that scene before. I think it's in the Shaun of the Dead, like bonus features or something.
Yeah.
And I had seen it before, but I'll say, and again, what I love the most about Spaced was the references, all the references they had in it, like Star Wars, like Resident Evil and things like that. I can't think of any off the top of my head now, but they just they always threw them out, and it wasn't like, oh look, we're referencing this now. Do you get it? It's like
they tied it back in quite well to the episode that they were showing at the time, or the message that they were trying to put out.
And I think it's cool because if you're a fan of that sort of stuff, you get it. Yeah. If you don't, it's not ruined. I think you could probably watch most of the series and not necessarily get all the references,
but still be entertained.
But still entertained by it. It's obviously there's those things where they chuck in like bits. And you're like, great, that's from that. Like what they did. I can't fucking think of anything now, but it just works. It's not elitist. You know what I mean? It's not elitist nerds like saying these are our jokes, and if you don't get it, then
we shut you out. No, it's quite.
Obviously, it's fan service, isn't it? And things like that, as opposed to like I say, opposed to elitist, and it's what they're into. They liked it, a whole episode was dedicated to the Star Wars thing. Episode 1, like where he was like, fucking Jar Jar, get the fuck out of here, And it's like, yeah, but the Ewoks, mate. It's like, yeah, but it's different.
Yeah, but it's ironic now seeing that Simon Pegg is like, we shouldn't have these days. Did you see the interview where he was like, I feel so bad for picking on Jar Jar because of that actor who played him.
Really?
He didn't need all of that shit.
No. I didn't even know he went through that much.
Yeah. There's an interview, definitely of this year, maybe not even a couple of months ago, where he's basically being like, we shouldn't have hit on Jar Jar so hard. That was bad. That was bad.
You know what? I never had a problem with Jar Jar personally when I was younger. Like, because when it first Phantom Menace came out, I was kind of youngish. I quite liked him, but when I got older, I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of see why he's annoying.
I was about to say, now watch all of the negative comments.
Yeah, well, fuck you. But the thing is, I didn't grow up with Star Wars, so honestly, when I watch the older ones, I'm watching the Ewoks, and I'm going, what the fuck is this? Like, this is stupid. The fucking teddy bears take down the biggest
entire
empire. No, that's stupid. Okay,
Yeah, but the stormtroopers couldn't aim for shit. So
this is true.
If you give them a smaller target, then.
But then, how do they get there in the first place? How do they become to rule the galaxy? Anyway, let's going off topic. But
that's for next podcast.
That's the next one. Why I love Jar Jar.
Let the hate fuel you.
Me that love Jar Jar. No, I'm sorry. It feels like a real mates project as well, which is why I quite like it. It does feel like 3 mates. It reminds me of sort of when like me and my mates would get together, and like I said last time with the Cornetto trilogy, it does feel like that again, like where we'd all get together and make a film, and they would throw in their little in jokes and things like that, and I like that a lot. Oh fucking hell, I'm done. There we go. I like the jokes as well. How they did like sort of different joke styles as well. Like they'll sort of say like something, and they'll go, "Oh no, it's over here," You know, like that those sort of they landed really well. I think they did it again. I mean, I might have to rewatch the first series, but
I think they did it particularly well because you can start to see Edgar Wright's editing ideas in this TV series. I don't think they're fully like formed in the way that they are later in the feature films.
No,
but there's definitely the start of the editing in this is really interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think from the offset you can see it. And yeah, I think it does develop from like during that second series. I think the first series they were really experimental with how they were acting it and things like that, which is why I didn't like it as much. It is quite different. I think it's also quite dated as well, really. I know it's funny saying that considering that I've given you Bottom, which is older than that. We'll
get on to that.
But I think the further it goes along, it could lose some of that appeal because of how many references. I don't know, maybe it might lose it.
I think if you were to jump into it now without ever seeing any of Simon Pegg or Nick Frost stuff, so you don't sort of know their style, you might not like it quite as much as me, who I've sort of grown up watching their stuff. So I know what to expect. It might.
Had you seen it before you've seen Shaun of the Dead, or?
I watched Shaun of the Dead first, and then my dad introduced me to Spaced after that because I quite liked it.
I also liked the fact. I mean, so they were doing drugs, and obviously it's called Space. It's about. But I also like that it wasn't in your face.
No.
Because I was expecting it to be fucking trippy.
It was only in your face in one episode when what was it?
When they go out clubbing.
It's mistaken for a bag of parsley. And basically an entire bag of weed in a bolognese, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, that is great. But I think like even when they do it, it's not like, you know, again, it's not like this is a show all about drugs. It's not.
No.
It's just these characters do drugs, and if you do drugs, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm like, you know, sort of thing.
That episode leads into like my favourite scene of the entire series. That? It was the finger gun battle.
Yes, yes, that
so good.
I love that. I love both of the fights, but that last fight, that's great. I bloody love that. The amount of times you've done that as well. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
absolutely. And it's hilarious the fact that when you have done it, you have absolutely taken it that seriously.
Yeah. And the fact that they are like, they fucking die on the floor. You know, it's great. I love that. That was really funny. Yeah. So, I also like sort of random little silly jokes they sort of threw in, like neo nutjos. You know, like sort of things like that you blink and you miss it. You know, it was clever things like that. You know, it was so good. Yeah, those things. Oh, one of my favorite bits that had me literally in stitches was they did an intro that was like the Royal Family intro.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to leave, and literally they all come in and they do it like shot for shot.
They do it to a T.
It's so brilliant. It's absolutely fantastic. I was like, Kat, look at this. This is so awesome. Look at it. Oh, I love that. That was probably that might have been, sorry, I'm sorry, I really shouted then. I just saw how much that spiked.
Sorry, headphone users.
Yeah, that was probably one of my favorite bits, which is a bit silly really, but I just love that.
That's the great thing about Simon Pegg and Nick Frost though, is that sometimes it is just the small stuff that gets to you, that sticks in your head.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, I liked it. Yeah, so have you done like favorite episodes of Bottom or like?
I've written down a few episodes that I particularly liked. Okay,
yeah. So obviously we've talked about the art one. I love the art episode. I loved the paintballing one. The change one where he goes off about Jar Jar Binks. The art portfolio one where he's trying to get his art back. I think that's really good. That's a really good episode. And that's another one of my favourite characters is the guy who does his bicycle rounds. Who's always who just goes off in a trance and like starts like, you know, thumping to the music. And when it's not there.
With traffic lights as well. Yeah, it goes to a green light and what was it? It was an outro to an episode and he's just there going.
Yeah. And then like the phone goes off. And they're like, pick it up. You know, like this. Like, they don't want him to start going off on one. That's great. It's a really good. Yeah, so I liked it overall.
Lovely.
It was fun. So
would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would. I think honestly, I probably would only recommend it if you've seen Shaun of the Dead and
Yeah.
the like. I think you.
Yeah,
I honestly think, like you say, you're only going to get things a lot out of it if you have seen those ones. But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, you'll appreciate it a lot more if you're already accustomed to Simon Pegg and Nick Frost's humour.
Yeah. Again, I would like to hear someone's opinion that hasn't seen any of it and just watched it. I feel like that they wouldn't like it. Because I mean, obviously, I'm a big fan of those guys, and like I did like it, but I don't think I'd watch it again. Like I don't think it's because I've watched series over and over and over again.
Spaced is one that I watch, maybe both series over a couple of weeks, maybe every 2 years, or something.
It's
like
not. I don't think it's got that much rewatchability.
Yeah, it's not like frequent, but I do enjoy, like, especially if I'm pissed out of my head at the time and I'm up in my room. I'm just like, you know what, I fancy watching just because it's just mindless and you get a chuckle out of it.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Cool, awesome. That was a quick one, I think.
It was pretty quick. I'll tell you what, I will check the timer.
What are we on?
Oh, give me just.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're on 18.5 minutes.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
So, that's all right. Wow.
Wow.
Your work is impeccable.
That's for a different podcast.
It is. Actually, we should do that.
It's when they decide to remake it, which I hope will happen sometime soon.
If you don't know what we're talking about.
If you don't know what we're talking about, then we're really sorry. But if you do know what we're talking about, then let us know. Write it down in the comments. We'll like it straight away.
That Pikachu it looks like it's hurt. Well done, 1,000 points. Okay, so moving on.
Very important thing first.
Yeah.
Extremely important. Very.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this quite seriously now.
Okay, sorry.
Can you pass me the bottle opener?
Yes, I can. I can't believe you've been sat there that whole time without opening a beer, to be honest. There you are, sir. Don't let it fizz all over your thing. Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Thank you. All right, then. Moving swiftly on to bottom.
Teehee.
Bottom. I can't fucking see it. There we go. All right, so Bottom is a British television sitcom created by Adrian Edmondson and Rick Mayall that originally aired on BBC Two from September 17th to the 10th of April in 1995. There we go. I'm just literally, I didn't prepare this. I'm just reading off Wikipedia. I didn't prepare anything. Across 3 series. The show stars Adrian Edmondson and Mayall as, so you got Edward Elizabeth, or Eddie Hitler. Edward Elizabeth Hitler. That's his full name. I didn't realise it was Elizabeth. And Richard. So Richard.
Is Richie the actual middle name, or is that just?
I think that's just like his like. That's just his like. So it's in like
Richard.
Yeah, so
or just Richard.
It's just Richard. It's just Richard. But they call him Richie, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're 2 flatmates who live in Hammersmith in West London, and the show is noted for its chaotic, nihilistic humour and violent comedy slapstick.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So yeah, I thought that it'd be nice to sort of, because you gave me Spaced, I give you Bottom. We both
nice
kind
TV series kind of podcast.
Yeah,
I like it.
So what do you think, Saul?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I don't think I enjoyed it quite to the extent that I would say Spaced or Black Books.
Yeah,
but I definitely enjoyed it.
It is quite weird.
It's really weird. I'm definitely going to get into it, but I definitely enjoyed it, without a doubt. Yeah,
tell me what you think.
Okay, so just the names itself are hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially Edward Elizabeth Hitler.
Yeah.
Which they keep referring to straight down the line, and it's absolutely hilarious.
Any relation?
And they just leave it most of the time in the air.
Yeah, like, plenty. Got plenty of relations.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Mum, yeah, probably. Yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go.
Well, there goes my classic, my microphone has fallen over segment. Wouldn't be an episode without it.
Sorry. Oh, dear.
I really need to find a better stand for this microphone at some point, probably.
Yeah.
We'll get around to it. After, like, maybe the 9th time of it falling over.
Yeah,
I might get sick of it by then, you know. Yes, and then Richard, which is hilarious because it's just another anagram for dick, which he absolutely is.
Yeah, a massive dick. Both of them are.
Both of them are. They're both absolutely fucking horrible, but you love them.
Terrible people.
They are awful people.
Yeah.
So awful. What it reminded me of to begin with was just like a ranchier version of Only Fools and Horses. They can't even. Only like Richard and Edward can't even get like the simplest of things correct.
No.
Cooking, for instance, is a frequent go back to where it's just the entire thing is fucked.
Yeah. There are 3 people coming, so that means 3 potatoes.
Yeah. And then when one of them asks for more, just
it's like, it's like, how many potatoes do you like? 2, please. No.
No, 1.
No, 2, please. No. 1. Okay, 1. Clang! I changed my mind. None. Yeah, that episode I watch every year at Christmas. The Christmas episode.
I don't blame it. It's actually down as sort of one of my favourite episodes because it's hilarious. Brilliant.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you with quotes.
No, please keep going. It's hilarious. But no, that's probably the best way I can describe it is a raunchier, more M-rated version of Only Fools and Horses with Three Stooges acts thrown in.
I agree, actually. That kind of is, especially being in North London, the fact that they're like, not North London, West London, wherever it is. It just has that vibe about it.
Yeah, and I love that kind of Three Stooges stupidity about it, especially the whole violence thing that they keep playing up all the time. And my favourite thing about that whole violence thing is they do some fucking horrible stuff to each other in it. Like electrocution, set on fire. One of them gets a pencil up the nose at one stage. But the thing that makes it so hilarious is they do all of this colossal, horrible shit to each other. But the one move that both of them have got, that each of them are fucking terrified of, is the wind-up of a punch. And that's the only thing where both of them go, all right, let's be serious now. Let's not take it this far. Despite the fact that we set each other on fire, we've electrocuted each other, we've thrown each other down the stairs, through doors, through walls, done the most outrageous, horrible shit to each other, but the wind-up punch, fucking don't go there, mate. Jesus Christ.
You fucking sick bastard. Yeah.
That was hilarious. I loved the fact that it was the wind-up punch that was the thing that got
whoa, stop. All right.
That's hilarious. Unironically hilarious.
I'd actually remember, I'd never noticed that before, but you're right, actually. Yeah, they do that. Don't they?
It made me laugh so much. Another thing that made me laugh quite a lot is this was made by BBC.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they keep taking like subtle little digs and nods at both ITV and Channel 4 throughout their shtick.
Yep. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of it would...
It's nothing like outrageous. It's just subtle little pokes here and there that you kind of just pick up on and go, because I didn't realise who made it to begin with. I didn't know it was BBC. I think I must have turned away or looking at my phone at the beginning of the DVD where it goes, BBC did this, by the way. By the way, did you know? I must have just been like on my phone at the time.
Yeah.
So I didn't know until like series 2, I think. And I was like, oh, it's made by BBC. Oh, them jokes make an awful lot more sense now.
Oh dear. Saul was definitely paying attention.
I was, just not at the very beginning. The whole BBC bit.
Fair enough.
Another thing that I noticed, and they did it throughout the entire series, but I noticed it more past series 1, was the fourth wall breaking. Yeah. It's subtle in the first series, and then it gets decisively less so and less so, especially from Edward. In the second and the third series. Definitely. They kind of had subtle nods to fourth wall breaking in the first series, but then they basically just turned it up to 11 throughout series 2 and 3. You had Edward especially just continuously looking straight down the camera at certain gags or absurd comments.
I reckon that's
like that.
Probably to do with like the live shows, because like they Bottom did do a lot of live shows, and they are fucking hilarious. But actually the funniest bits about them is when they screw up the lines and they talk to the audience, like, there's a bit in one of the bottoms, I think it's bottom live 2, where Rick is left on his own because Aid's gone off stage for a bit for a scene. He's like, what to do now? And then someone in the audience goes, have a wank, and he just goes, have a wank, fucking twat, like that sort of thing, and it's great. Like those bits are funny, and I reckon that's probably what happened. They go, actually, this is really funny. We should put this in the series.
Yeah, maybe. It's just something I picked up on. Basically, yeah, it escalated massively in series 2 and 3.
Maybe that's why I prefer series 2 and 3.
Maybe.
Don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. I like the fact that occasionally, I like the fact that they don't do it too often either, but just enough for me to notice is that they use the word bottom in like a couple of gags here and there.
Yeah,
and it's not enough for you to continuously pick up on it, but it's enough that when it happens, you kind of go, ha!
He said it.
He said it. That's what he did there. That's nice. Top notch.
Yeah, they did that in Spaced. Hey guys, I'm feeling pretty spaced right now. He said it.
You just know that there is someone in the world. I'm probably one of them, to be fair. There is someone in the world, and when that happened, they went, ha! They said it.
Yeah, yeah. Is that when they say like the name of a film or something in the film? It's like, that's why he said it. That's why it's called that. Yeah.
Right.
Twice.
Also, the innuendos to sex between the two are
fantastic.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah. That's like their bread and butter, isn't it, really?
Exactly. The one that got me every time is when they're in the pub and it's like, I need to talk to you in the bathroom. And it happens so much that you know that the rest of the pub are thinking, why don't they just fucking come out already? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Because it happens pretty much every single time they enter that pub.
Oh, yeah.
Also, on a complete off note, what's up with the dogs in Hammersmith? It's every time they walk into the pub, there is like barking of them trying
Is that not a throwback to like one of the first episodes where they get
yeah, that was the spray at the very beginning, but you notice it throughout the whole series.
Is that not just a running gag?
It might just be a running gag.
Because I think
it's not only every time they enter the pub, it's every time like someone gets booted out of their house or they leave the house as well.
So a dog.
Every time they go down them stairs, you always just hear dogs.
Yeah. I don't know actually. I thought it was just the
just a continuation from the very first episode.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know what it was, but I just chuckled every time it happened. I was like, are they just, I don't know, surfing on a parade of dogs from the bloody house all the way to the pub?
Which is Hammersmith, it's just fucking full of dogs, obviously. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I never really got that, but I don't know. It works. It's a trope, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go through a few of the episodes that I liked.
Go for it.
Really liked. The Christmas one is definitely up there.
Yeah,
I love that. So good.
It's just that bit. It's that bit. Wait a minute. Gold, Frankenstein, and Grr. And I'm a virgin. Like blue headscarf. I think
I like the fact that they go into that massive joke of, it's the Three Kings and the Virgin Mary, and 5 minutes later he then realises that the towel he's wearing is blue as well.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god, yeah, it's so great.
They call back to it later on. It's like, oh my god, the towel is blue.
Yeah, it's so great. Oh yeah, that is definitely my favourite episode. Like I say, every Christmas on Christmas Eve, we watch that episode.
Nice. I don't blame you.
And all the way through Christmas, Christmas Day is always the same thing, like what time is it, Kat? 8:30? 8:30! And all's crap! Like every Christmas. And I'm like, and whenever we're opening presents, it's a Brussels sprout. That'd be good for Christmas lunch. And after like the 15th time, my family like, okay, shut up.
I loved how they began that episode with him creeping in as Santa.
Yeah.
And Edward just completely booby trapping the entire room, lynching him up, forcing a tenner out of him before he scampered out of the room and came back in and went, oh my god, has Santa been here?
Yeah. Has he been? Oh, he has. Oh, fucking hell. I think I broke my leg. He's got blood on his nose and things like that.
And the whole chopping off a finger as well, so he's just got a finger
like
like
bent in the
at a
wrong way.
90-degree angle throughout most of the episode, and it's just fine. I like the fact that they even go so far, again, massively going into the Three Stooges bit, where he just puts the finger back on where the stump used to be and it suddenly starts moving. Yeah, it's fine, just get a sewing kit, it'll be fine.
I haven't got a sewing kit, a staple it. Oh, yeah.
Another great episode that I really enjoyed was the camping episode.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Mrs. Tinkerwinkle, yum yum.
And again, it just, everything went wrong in the most spectacular fashion, and it was fantastic.
Yeah. Oh man, I just keep thinking of quotes. It's like, oh, and I bet you forgot the can opener. I just spare Edward it. I really do. Well, I didn't actually.
It's right here. Now we just need the cans. Oh fuck!
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
We probably just peaked massively again in the microphones there. So sorry.
Sorry, headphone users. They'll be like, no, fuck this podcast.
Another good one was the beginning of series 3, the fairground, where they're stuck on a Ferris wheel.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Oh wait, we don't believe in God.
Oh fuck. No, what was it? Oh yeah, we don't believe in God. Shit. And then they just end the episode as they're falling to their deaths.
Bong.
And the last one that really got me was the Halloween episode.
Oh yes. Trick or ruddy treat.
Where he just the running gag is that he's only got three pairs of tights. And he keeps shitting himself due to the electric.
With the cattle prod.
With the cattle prod.
It's a cattle prod.
Okay, long story short, they basically decide that they're going to go trick-or-treating with a cattle prod to get as much profit as they can.
Because you need a trick, don't you?
Yeah, you need a trick. And their trick, being the kind of people that they are, was a high voltage cattle prod that if you are touched with it, you instantaneously shit yourself.
Yep.
And it keeps either malfunctioning on him, so the electric current turns back onto him, and he shits himself, or it's just used on him straight out by Edward.
Yeah. Eddie, give it to me. Are you sure? Yes, Edward, give it to me, Eddie. All right. If you use this.
And then just that long fart.
Yeah.
This is my second pair of tights.
Hang on. Very serious moment.
Hang on. We've got a little bit of an overflow there, but we're all right. Would you like running commentary on beer drinking? And here is Adam going for the first sip. Oh, it's overflowed. It's a catastrophe. Oh, no, he seems to be on it. Oh, fantastic show by Adam there. Fantastic.
It's like some ASMR shit.
Let's go over to the judges. Oh, they've all got 10s. It was a mistake, but he capitalised on it nicely.
Right, fuck this shit. We're doing
running commentaries. Fuck it. We're just gonna commentary.
Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Honestly, that was a nice place to stop. I'm pretty much at my limit. I really enjoyed it. I just enjoyed the sheer stupidity of it all. I think is and if you're at all a fan of like Three Stooges or anything like that, I would highly recommend it for just that physical stupidity alone. It's wonderful to look at.
Yeah,
it's one of them things that you can sort of just sit down, have in the background, maybe while you're playing a Nintendo Switch or something, or and you can occasionally just look up and be like, because the physical comedy in it is hilarious.
Yeah,
and definitely. I love the fact that
excuse me.
At one point in every single episode, it always just ends up with a physical fight between them two. Once every episode, maybe twice.
That's it.
They're always just like, fuck you. They go in for a fight, followed immediately by, no, we got slightly more pressing matters. We should probably just remember where we were in the fight.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, cool.
It'll be pretty bloody hard to forget.
We'll get back to it later.
Yeah. And they do. They always do.
It's hilarious.
They always beat the shit out of each other.
No, I enjoyed it. I think, again, if you're at all a fan of the Three Stooges or any physical comedy, you're going to really enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
So...
what I will say, I mean, we said we touch on it is that I obviously said about Spaced being a little bit dated, but this is
really
quite dated.
dated.
It,
like
really? The references.
You could not get away with airing this today.
Oh no, definitely not.
Absolutely not. No. Not in this day and age.
No, it'd be like, I mean, Christ, when the Mighty Boosh came out, that was on like literally like a midnight, you know, and that was nothing, you know, and now it's the same thing, you know. I don't think
that's really a tip in the iceberg compared to Bottom. They go to some lengths to make their comedy.
Definitely.
Sometimes some really dark lengths. I mean, the last name of Edward is Hitler.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't tell you how much, then
but also as well, like the references as well are really like dated. Like they talk about loads of celebrities at the time and things like that. And like I don't know, did that ruin it for you? Because I mean, there's
Not
some
really,
things
no.
where it's like they're obviously making a joke about somebody, and I'm like, oh, okay, that must be someone from that time.
That's the thing. There's a couple of times where there was jokes that I might not have got because I'm too young to recognise the people in it or anything like that.
Yeah.
But the physical comedy of the show makes up for it.
Yeah. And the double entendre is like everyone can get on that. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
And that's what I like about it. I like the stupid jokes.
I also like the fact that, again, very similar to Spaced, they got to series 3 and they went, cool.
Yeah.
Cool, we're done.
Didn't need any more.
We don't need. They continued with live shows. They
did. They carried on with live shows. Yeah. They did a lot.
But as far as
they got a little bit shit. Like I have to say, like I've seen a couple and like they were clearly running out of ideas. But by that point,
as far as
it's
the TV,
just Rick Mail.
And
that, for me, that's for me what makes it work. He is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Rick Mail. Both of them are. And he's brilliant, Rick Mail. Obviously he's dead now, so you know.
Rest in peace.
But he was bloody hilarious bastard.
Yeah.
He really was, and he was a bastard. He was like he just say things. Did you know, just a random fact, that Rick Mail was initially going to be in the Harry Potter films?
Fuck off.
Yeah. So
playing who?
Have you read the books?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you know Peeves? The
Poltergeist? Yeah.
Yeah. He was going to play Peeves.
Oh my god, that would have been fantastic.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, he got cut out at the last minute. And there's an interview of him.
Fuck you, Warner Brothers.
I know, right? But he didn't. He was like, I don't give a shit. I got paid either way. He got paid still for it because he did some of his scenes and things like that. And I'm just like, please, for the love of God, please, just get that fucking footage and make him into Peeves.
Yeah.
I really want to see that.
Not even in the film. Just put the footage out there so we at least know what it's like. That would have been fantastic.
I know. Like, because a lot of people are like, you know, Peeves was in the film. Yeah, it's all right. You know, we can live without that. But like, when you think that he was gonna be it, that for me was like, God fucking damn it.
Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, he was gonna be in Harry Potter.
Oh.
There's an interview about it that he came out with like about a couple of years before he died, and so it's on YouTube. So have a look at that one.
Finish on a downer, don't
I know,
you?
right?
Jeez.
I know. Sorry.
But as I say, I like the fact that they only made it 3 series. They clearly knew where to stop as far as the TV series was concerned, which I really appreciate. Because again, many people don't. They think of the money and they carry on making something that has perhaps outlasted its welcome.
Yeah.
Again, I appreciate the fact that both Bottom and Spaced stopped when they did.
Definitely. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I will say, I said at the end of the last episode that I don't really like the Young Ones, which is their other series that they did. A lot of people said if you like Bottom, you like Young Ones. I watched one episode and it's really weird. I'm not a fan. I'm gonna plow forward and try and see a bit more of it. I might be missing something. It might be that dated thing again, but I think it's maybe because I love Bottom so much. I like
on the dated
characters.
thing, it took me maybe 2-3 episodes for me to be sort of fully invested into it. But again, it was the physical comedy, the Three Stooges physical violence stuff that drew you in. Drew me in.
You know, this isn't old at all. You know, like you get that sort of idea in your head, don't you? If it's old, it's going to be
exactly.
You know,
I'm not going to lie. I watched it obviously on my massive fuck off screen I've got in my room, and when it came up as a boxing, I was like, okay, cool, lovely. But I think that's just the way that my mind have been framed now. I'm just like, widescreen, widescreen everything.
Although it is apparently it's the 90s it came out in, which is what it said on my. I said I didn't actually say like 91. So I would have been a sperm, but yeah, it like 1995 was when it finished. So it isn't. I suppose we are old, Saul. Like we're older now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, we're not
feel it every day.
Skeletons, but we are. You know, a lot of the things that we enjoy, like people like we used to have when we were younger, like is like fucking VHS.
Yeah.
You'd show it to a kid now. They're like, what's this?
To be fair, I can't watch VHS anymore because it looks
awful.
Shite.
Yeah, terrible, fucking awful.
It looks shite.
We're getting really off topic.
Really off topic. Bottom, brilliant. If you like Three Stooges, you'll like this. And if you haven't seen it and you like that kind of stuff, then I'd massively recommend it.
Yeah, and Spaced as well. If you're a nerd, I think it's for nerds. I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Even though I said that I think
you can sort of go into it if you're not a nerd and you'll appreciate it. But
I think it's kind of.
You'll truly appreciate it if you can pick up all the references.
Or if you're a druggie, maybe.
Or if you're a druggie, maybe.
Yeah.
That one episode, you know.
That one episode. Yeah. Awesome.
Do we want to exchange stuff now or at the end of the episode?
Let's mix it up. Let's exchange stuff now.
Exchange now.
Yeah.
All right.
Exchange now.
Would you like to start?
I'll start. Yeah,
cool.
yeah. So I'm really sorry, but after a fun-filled episode, a really lovely like ha 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 comedy and things like that, I'm going to give you something that is absolutely downright fucking depressing. It's Room.
I'm going to do the same. So.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Okay, so yeah, this is Room.
Get ready for the depressing episode next.
Not the we'll have to make sure.
Room.
Not the Room. Not
because
the
that's
greatest film ever
fucking
made.
Hilarious.
Not the greatest film ever made. The Room, starring Tom Wiseau and Greg Sestero.
Just Room.
Just Room.
All right.
Maybe we'll talk about The Room next week as well.
Maybe.
Like, just to fuck
Maybe.
around.
We'll
Actually,
we'll
no.
Compare the two.
I think I know what's going to happen next week, but next episode. But we'll get onto that later.
Right.
Yeah. So Room. I won't say too much about it, but it's bloody amazing. It's absolutely fucking amazing. Like this little kid in this should have got an Oscar.
Who's directing it?
What does it say? Lenny Abrahamson.
Can't say I've ever heard of him.
He's a Academy Award nominee. It stars
Probably
Brie
heard of
Larson.
them then.
Yeah. It stars Brie Larson, who is absolutely bloody amazing in this thing.
Awesome.
It's so good. Did she win? Did she win an Oscar for this one? Yeah, she won an Oscar for this. And a BAFTA and a Golden Globe. She like swept the floor with everyone in this film.
Awesome.
It's bloody brilliant. Yeah, get ready for the tears. It's fantastic.
Will I need a box of tissues?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah?
I reckon so.
2 boxes of tissues?
No, maybe not that much. Actually, it might not
half?
make you cry, but it'll definitely it'll hit you hard.
Hit me hard in the heart.
Yeah, have
feels.
something nice afterwards to watch.
Okay. Maybe don't carry on playing The Last of Us.
No, don't do that.
I did that. I finished it this month actually, and oh my god.
Yeah.
It's a kick right to the heart.
Oh shit, okay.
It's good though. It's really good.
Is this what you're gonna say? And Adam, we're playing Last of Us this week.
No. But it's definitely not comedy.
No. Okay. Fair enough. All right, so there we go. That's Room.
Lovely.
Fantastic film.
What I have for you is not comedy. You're welcome.
Yay.
What I've got. It's a game.
Oh my gosh. It's a game.
It's a game.
Ooh.
Now I know you like your horror.
Yeah.
What I have for you here.
Ooh.
Resident Evil 7.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, you don't need VR to play it, but understand that the entire game is playable in VR, and that's something I definitely want to pick up on the next podcast because I've played it in VR, so it'll be interesting to compare the experiences.
Oh man, I've seen footage of this.
Yeah.
I'm really terrified.
Yeah.
Oh god, I like horror films. I played Until Dawn, and that was bloody spent with the controller up against my eyes, so I could hide away.
Good luck.
Oh my god. Okay, right. Well, I'll try my best to finish it, but I'm not a finishing game.
It's the best Resident Evil game I've played in years because 4 was fantastic.
Yeah.
5 was. 6 was oh my fucking god, what are you doing? And clearly they thought that as well because Resident Evil 7 they sort of just rebuilt the entire thing, and it's really I enjoy it quite a lot, but I'll definitely
Is it a long game or just so I can
you don't have to complete it.
Okay. Good, because I don't think I will.
Something I'll talk about in the next episode is sort of the entire story itself, but I definitely think you should be playing at least the first half of the game.
Okay. All right. I'll give it my best shot, Saul.
Cool.
Yeah. So Well, awesome. Nice depressing episode.
Lovely. Look forward to that one.
Yes.
We'll drink plenty of beer.
Yeah,
It's
fine. It's fine. And as long as you've got your beer as well, you'll be okay. All right then. So Saul.
Not if you're a kid though.
No.
Maybe
like
some lemonade, a Ribena.
Ribena mixed with lemonade.
Ooh, that's edgy.
Yum.
Ooh, make
Peng.
it warm as well. Warm Ribena.
I was about to say, have you had warm Ribena?
I have. It's lovely.
It is amazing. I haven't had it for a while.
Wow, we went off on a tangent.
I know, right?
Sure.
Right. So Saul, I don't know if you heard in the intro. I haven't told Saul what we're doing today.
No, I'm pretty clueless, but I'm a second bottle of beer in, so I'm open.
Okay, good.
Not in that way.
Wait. I beg your pardon. That was an Eddie impression. In case you didn't guess what I was doing there. Yes, that's what I was doing. Sorry.
Continue.
Fuck. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you, Saul.
Yes.
You say that you are a Nintendo nerd, like you are a
Fuck.
big Nintendo fanboy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Put your phone away.
I was just getting the timer out.
Timer out. Okay, that's fine. I want to challenge you. I've got a quiz. I made a quiz here.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
I'm 2 beers in. Fuck off.
I can't. I didn't actually work out how many points there are altogether. But can you just pass me a pencil over there? There's a.
Yes, I can.
There's a lovely little. I think that's unsharpened Saul, so that's not going to help me.
It's got something on it.
Okay, that's fine. I should have again preparation. Oh, Dungeon Master's Guide.
Nice.
Oh yeah, here we go.
We need to start playing some more Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Yeah, we should play some more Dungeons and Dragons. You're absolutely correct. So,
sorry, off note there, but we did.
I've got a quiz for you. So I have got multiple choice, but there's 2 points in it if you can give me the answer to the question like without the multiple choice. So you can make a guess.
Okay.
And straight off the bat and get your 2 points. Or you can just go, no, I don't know that. Give me the multiple choice, and you get just 1 point. So there's,
All right.
Obviously,
I just played Zelda on a Nintendo for years, right?
Yes, yeah, I know, but I don't think it's all just
go with it. Yeah?
Just go with it, man. All right. So, question 1.
Yep.
Zelda.
Yes.
Is arguably your favorite game series from Nintendo.
It is.
But who were the men behind The Legends of Zelda? I started with a nice easy one here.
Nice easy one?
Yeah, that was a joke, a sarcasm, Saul.
Okay, good. I mean, to be fair, even if I did know their names, I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce them very well anyway.
No. Do you want the multiple choice? There's no harm in the multiple choice, especially because I did lots of effort on the multiple choice.
Yeah, I got a feeling that I would know if I heard.
Yeah, I think you're going to know it straight away if I tell you.
Yeah, I'll take the multiple choice on this one.
Okay, so it's out of 3. So, A, Shigeru Miyamoto and Takashi Tezuka. B, Takashi Tokita and Tomohiro Nishikado. Or C, Hideo Kojima and Keiji Inafune.
It's not Hideo Kojima.
No.
I know that because that's Metal Gear.
Yes, correct. You are correct. And Keiji Inafune was Mega Man.
Yeah, that's definitely not it. So I'll take away C.
Okay.
I think it's A.
Final answer?
Yes.
It is indeed A.
Lovely.
Yes. The other 2 was they created Final Fantasy 7 and Space Invaders.
I wouldn't know much about the Final Fantasy franchise myself. I dabbled a little bit in 7, but I didn't do too much after that. That being said, I have just played Final Fantasy 6 on. I've got a mini SNES.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so I gave that a crack, and that was actually quite good fun.
Enjoyed that. Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, next one. This is really annoying because my pop shield is right in front of the fucking quiz. Okay.
It's an added challenge.
I know, right? It's really fun. Also, I've got to angle myself.
Sincere about that.
I've got to angle myself so Saul can't see the quiz because I don't want him to see the answers.
Look at the quiz, all right?
So, question 2. How many years have Nintendo been in operation?
Well, they weren't a gaming company beforehand.
No.
They made all sorts of stuff.
They did.
Like, before they became...
They were a card company. They made like quite some rude and pornographic cards, in fact.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And now like,
Nintendo
one of the biggest,
being
like,
the family-friendly machine
I know,
it is now.
I know. It's fucked up.
It either started late 70s or early 80s.
Okay. Do you want to get on it in years? How many years ago was it?
Oh, that requires doing maths though, and I'm shit at maths.
I'll give you. I'll tell you what. If you want to guess it, I'll give you like a 10-year margin either side.
All right. I'm gonna go. Doing some quick maths. Don't mind me. Fill the time.
Quick math. 2 + 2 is 4 minus.
Not
1
like
3.
that.
Everyday man's on the block. Smoke trees.
Okay. So.
Wow, this is really good listening there for the people.
Oh yeah. Carry on covering.
God, Saul.
Oh, I'm really shit at maths.
Do you know there's like it's like 15 questions, right?
It's fine. We're on it. I'm gonna go with. Can I just give a date instead?
No, I've only got the years, Saul.
You've only got the years?
Yes.
You actually did the maths?
Yeah, because I looked up how many years it was.
Okay, cool.
Do you want the multiple choice? Oh my god.
Give me a sec.
Oh my god. Fuck me. Oh, we're going to be here all day. This is going to be a 3-hour, 2-part podcast.
No, I'm just doing quick maths and I can't do maths very well, so...
Okay, alright. Oh shit, what the fuck happened there? Alright, hang on. Sorry, I've just realised that there's a fucking... Oh Christ, I don't know what I'm going to do.
What have you done?
It's all going on. Shit, it's a race against time. It's fine. We saved it. It's just there was
people are going to have no idea what's just happened.
You know what? It wouldn't have mattered. It would have covered over it. Oh my god, I'm a twat. Never mind.
Okay, so
I really hope this is worth it, Saul.
Me too. I'm going to say 37 years ago.
You are literally, you could not be more wrong.
Awesome. Go.
129 years.
Fuck off.
No, I'm not.
That's
seriously.
mental.
I know, right? Yep. 129 years.
129 years. What were they doing beforehand?
They were. That was
it. They were
doing
rude cards.
Yeah. That's. I mean, they might have done a bit more beforehand, but yeah, that's what it was beforehand. So, yeah, no points for you.
No,
that was definitely not fucking worth it.
That definitely was not worth it. But
30 years, no way. I literally my multiple choice was like 52, 84, and 129. So you wouldn't have got anywhere near it.
No, not at all.
You would have been like, oh shit.
That's because I'm probably thinking in terms of gaming rather than the company itself.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about the whole company.
Damn. Right.
Continuing on, in the original NES version of Mario Kart, there was a controversial part which was removed from the American version of the game. What was it? Ooh, he's thinking.
I didn't realise there was a NES version of Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I thought it started at SNES.
Or maybe it was SNES. I don't know. The original Mario Kart.
I'm fairly certain it's a SNES.
Oh, my information might be wrong. But to be fair, it's only one letter different, so
that's fine. I'm not sure. Is the honest answer. I'll take the multiple choice on this one.
Okie dokie. Right. So, A, there is a rude-looking rock in one of the race courses. B, Peach and Bowser would chug a bottle of champagne after winning. Or C, one car design had the Japanese flag on it. Ooh.
Yeah, the Japanese flag was a rather controversial flag for quite a while, because it represented war.
Yeah.
That honestly sounds like the most sensible answer. I can't see Bowser and Peach chugging champagne. Although you're going to tell me that that's the answer now.
I'm not going to say anything.
I'm going to go for C, the Japanese flag.
Wrong!
Oh, shit. What was it?
Peach and Bowser chugging a
bottle
of champagne. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. In the original Japanese version, they when they won, what either the characters won, they would chug a bottle of champagne, like a bottle.
Wow, an entire bottle.
Peach looked a little bit like sort of red-eyed afterwards. Obviously,
I'm not surprised.
Bowser was all right. He just carried on his
probably
day.
just because of his size alone. It's just like, yeah, another and what?
Yeah,
fucking hell. All right,
there we go.
Cool.
I just want to hang on. I just want to. Oh no, it's still.
So
recording.
that's where the relationship started.
Clearly,
in Odyssey, they well, I say they get married. It's more Bowser
forces her to get married. It's very rapey, isn't it, for fucking 2018? But
no. Actually, the end of Odyssey is pretty good because both. Spoiler alert for Odyssey here. If you haven't played it, but it's not massive. It's not going to ruin the game for you. Is that both? At the end, both Bowser and Mario try proposing to her at the same time, and she basically just tells both of them to fuck off.
Yay! Feminism. Awesome. Continuing on. The face of Nintendo, speaking of which, is the Italian plumber Mario.
Yep.
But why is he named such? Why was he named Mario?
Because he's Italian. Come on!
No, that is not why.
Come on!
That is not why.
That's not why. Okay,
no.
Cool.
You can have an actual guess if you want. Alright, do you want a multiple choice?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably going to take multiple choice for most of these questions.
That's fine.
Because it's really only Zelda that I know.
Ah, damn. Well, you know.
Honestly, though, it's a fun quiz so far. I'm learning a lot.
I love all the. I mean, I didn't know any of this shit. Like, you know, I don't know that much. I'd never had Nintendo.
Are you actually taking points this time as well?
Yeah, I am.
It's like we've come on leap and bounds from the first
Right?
episode. It's great.
I'm actually taking points, Saul.
Damn.
Okay, so A. He was named after Mario Segal, Nintendo's American warehouse landlord. In Japanese, ma means mother or protector. Ri means of. And O means happiness or joy. Mother of happiness or joy, or protector of happiness.
Okay.
And C, one member of the team had a dog called Mario at the time.
Lovely.
What do we reckon? Oh, fucking Mike. Had to push your answer, Saul.
Have we got a live audience in
Yeah,
front of us
yeah.
right now?
Are you going to gamble?
Shit, where did they come from?
Oh
Fucking hell.
He's going to gamble! Hey!
Can I phone a friend? Can I?
Yes, you can. Do you want to phone a friend? No. I was about to ask. No.
Okay. I'm going to go for B.
B.
Mm-hmm.
In Japanese, it means mother or protector.
Yeah,
of
again,
happiness.
it kind of... I say it makes the most sense, but Japanese culture is very different to ours.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go for B.
Oh, you're wrong.
I thought so.
It was named after Mario Segal, Nintendo's American warehouse landlord.
Okay.
He apparently
the only representative of American Nintendo I know is Reggie. That's because he's on all the memes.
Fair enough.
Every single Reggie meme you could think of. I'll show you later. It's fantastic.
Oh, cool. I'll have a look. Yeah, apparently he was actually annoyed he was very angry at Nintendo because they were late on a lot of their rent. And so then they were like, we're going to name a character after him.
Oh, that's nice.
So they he was an arsehole to him for asking. Well, not arsehole. He wants their rent. But and it was like, we'll name a character after him.
It makes a lot of sense if you've watched any of Matt Pat's game theories, and you'll know that Mario is, in actual fact, just a complete fucking psychopath.
Oh, okay. So, I haven't seen that one.
Cool.
So
I'll
again
more stuff for me to show
me. Cool. Mario is such a recognizable. So no points there. Sorry, I need to make sure I do a big cross for no.
Big fuck off cross for no.
Mario is such a recognizable character in the game world, but what was his name originally meant to be? What was it? What was they planning on calling him?
Fucking hell. Dickhead.
Dickhead.
The only reason I say that is because the very first time you see Mario is
I thought this was a joke, but you're actually going for the answer, dickhead.
Can you see how I'm like trying to throw other information in, even though
I'm
getting
go
this
on.
stuff wrong? I'm
go
just
on,
like,
then.
I know stuff.
Yeah. Tell me some stuff.
The very first time you see Mario is actually in the original Donkey Kong game, and the story is that basically Mario is like a circus person who's basically just whipping King Kong consistently and treating him like crap, and that's why Donkey Kong. Fucking hell. I mean, they're both giant gorillas. It's an easy mistake to make. So yeah, that's the reason that Donkey Kong pretty much goes ape. If we had an air horn, we would use it. Yeah, that's the reason. Is basically because Mario is a complete fucking dickhead.
Yeah. So you're going with dickhead?
I mean, I somehow don't think it's the correct answer.
Oh, it's upside down.
But for shits and gigs,
I'd love it to be dickhead, but it's not.
It's not. Okay.
It was supposed to be called. He was supposed to be called Mr. Video.
Mr. Video.
Yeah. Apparently, Miyamoto initially wanted he wanted Mario to be in every game he made. Basically, he wanted to have a character that was going to be in every game he made. And Mr. Video was kind of like that thing. He was also referred to as Jumpman for quite a while.
Jumpman does ring a bell. Now I come to think of it.
That's what he was called. Initially, in Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that would make sense in Donkey Kong because he's consistently jumping over shit.
Yeah.
So,
some interesting facts about that. So he was one of the first ever video game characters to actually jump. He actually,
okay.
I think there might have been one or two before him, but he made it popular. He made it we should do this.
So basically, Nintendo designed platforming.
Yeah, there was a game beforehand that kind of was the start of platforming, but Mario was what took it to the next
What's the
level.
one that made it popular?
Yeah. Sort of thing. Yeah, basically. And also, so an interesting factoid. Mario, if you were to put Mario in the real world, he can actually jump 90 feet in the air.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And to actually jump that high, so 90 feet is apparently as tall as 2 Brachiosauruses, and it's half as tall as the Leaning Tower of Pisa and half as tall as Cinderella Castle in Disney Magic Kingdom. So pretty fucking big.
Awesome.
And to actually jump that high, he'd have to have a lift-off speed of 50 miles an hour. So to leave the ground at 50 miles an hour. So, yeah, that's just an interesting factoid.
So basically, from here to where the fuck is he?
Yeah. Because obviously people worked it out on how high the trees were and things like that. And
would you like to know a fun fact about Mario?
Go.
I hope it's not in your notes.
Okay, well, if it is in your,
then I'll know the answer. It'll be great. Yeah. Again, it's another film theory episode from Matt Pat.
Okay.
And where he discovered that Mario has a really, really tiny penis.
Okay. Is that to do with the aerodynamics? Is that the aerodynamics of it?
There is basically the way this theory came about is that loads of people, the new tennis game that's been released for Switch, the Mario tennis game. Loads of people noticed in all the promotional footage that Luigi was carrying quite the package.
Okay.
And Matt Pat bravely went through all the analytics to work out how big Luigi's penis was.
Oh my god.
And in that came the question of, if Luigi's penis is this big, then how big is Mario's? And there is a very, a really old comic with Mario in it, where there's a part where he gets thrown into a lake or something that ensues him getting entirely soaked.
Okay.
And there's a single panel in a comic where he just throws his clothes off entirely, and you see his
way. Oh my god, what the fuck? Nintendo?
Yeah, right? Well, they did make, apparently according to you, they didn't used to make porno cards. Maybe that's not such a throw after all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
but basically, then Matt Pat did all the schematics and mathematics to work out just how big his penis was, and it was really, 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 really tiny, which is probably why he has so much envy over Luigi.
Oh my god. Well, there we go.
But that's just a theory.
That isn't one of my. Oh, fuck off, Saul. Oh, Christ. All right, so no, that is one of my questions. How big is Mario's penis? Can you fucking imagine? No. So you got that one wrong. Big X. All right. In 1985, Universal Studios sued Nintendo, claiming that one of their characters was copyright infringement of one of their own. Which one? So Universal said, Nintendo, you have nicked one of our characters. It's copyright infringement. We want money. Which one was it?
Yeah, can I get the multiple choice for that one, please?
You can. Donkey Kong, Zelda, or Samus from
Samus from the Metroid series.
From Metroid, yeah.
Donkey Kong sounds like the most sensible answer because King Kong.
Is that what you're going for, or
what year again?
1985.
That. I mean, I'm gonna get slated if I don't know the exact date, but that sounds roughly about when King Kong, the original King Kong, got released.
Might be a bit earlier than that, but
possibly actually. What were the answers again?
Donkey Kong, Zelda, or Samus from Metroid.
Universal. It was Universal.
Yeah, Universal Studios. Yeah.
That did King Kong, I believe. Again, I could be wrong. I'm gonna go for Donkey Kong.
Yep, you're right.
Lovely.
Donkey Kong. It was because of King Kong.
I
You're
got
absolutely right.
one right.
So interesting story. So they sued.
Right.
You fuckers stole King Kong, and then the tables turned when Universal were fined from Nintendo because they had made a rip-off game of King Kong, of Donkey Kong, around King Kong. So they had like sort of made a Donkey Kong rip-off.
So they countersued.
Yeah, basically.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, they were like, well, you stole Donkey Kong, the game, so
fuck you.
Yeah, so burn. I've literally written in my notes, burn, like, because it is a fucking massive burn. You're not doing great at the moment, Saul. That was question 6. That was 2 out of 6 at the moment.
That's not bad.
2 out of a possible 12. In fact,
that's fine. I'll take it.
I think we're just.
To be fair, I'm actually really enjoying this because I'm learning quite a lot.
Yay!
Because as I say, I grew up with Nintendo, so I grew up with Mario and all of that. But primarily, I grew up around Zelda. So honestly, I'm finding it quite fascinating at the moment, to be honest.
Awesome.
Carry on.
So number 7. Actress Jen Taylor provided her voice for the characters Peach and Toad in various Mario games between 1999 and 2009.
That she was both Peach and Toad?
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. So, but what other famous video game character has she lent her voice to?
Is it Nintendo based again?
It's not Nintendo based.
It's not Nintendo based.
No. Oh, I gave him a hint. Ladies and gentlemen. I gave him a hint.
Ha 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 ha. Now watch me as I get it wrong anyway.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I can't ask for any more hints.
No, I can give you the multiple choice.
Give me the multiple choice.
Okay. A. Yuna from Final Fantasy X. B. Cortana from Halo. Or C. Gladys from Portal. Ooh. I have to say that finding the multiple choice answers for this was quite hard. Like typing in women characters in video games. I was like, oh, there's not that many famous ones. You know what I mean? There's not the main characters.
It's getting better these days, though, which is quite
nice.
It
is getting better, but I was like, oh fuck, have like Lara Croft and
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Lara Croft was the first thing that came to my head, but I think that just sort of happens naturally, really.
Yeah. It's annoying, really, but yeah. So
Lara Croft is like the definition of female character you go to.
Which is a bit. It's like, it's kind of fucked up, really, isn't it? Really, though.
A little bit, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, maybe that's another topic for another day, and I don't think it's a topic that we should cover.
No.
Two two blokes.
At least not on beer, anyway.
No. I'm gonna have to put you for an answer, Saul.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't think it's GLaDOS. What were the other two again?
Yuna from Final Fantasy X and Cortana from Halo. Have you played any of those? You haven't played Final Fantasy X. Have you played?
I haven't played Final Fantasy X, but I've got a Halo at home and I've played it at least a couple of times. Yeah, I don't actually know the Final Fantasy character at all. So I'm going to go with Cortana.
Oh my god. You are correct. Well done.
Nice.
It's Cortana from Halo, yeah. She gave her... Oh, and that's the second time.
Second time the mic dropped there. I dropped the mic deliberately there. I got the fucking answer right. Yeah, I just went, fuck it.
Boom. Awesome. Okay, so Shigeru Miyamoto is one of the men behind Legend of Zelda and our good friend Mario.
Yes.
He's a big name at Nintendo.
Very much so.
But what is one thing he is banned from doing? This is a good stretch, really. It's like, not really Nintendo knowledge, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Again, can I get the multiple?
You can indeed,
please.
Is it A, eating fish before a meeting? Did that sound right? Eating fish before a meeting. There we go. Biking or walking to work, or C, attending the South Korean Game Expo.
You thought I'd know the answer to this one, eh?
I never said that. I don't know. Giving you a fucking challenge, Saul.
No.
It's content.
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 Okay. To be fair, if I were a boss for a big company, and I knew that I had a meeting that would last quite a long time, possibly in close proximity to other colleagues, I'd probably be like, "Can you not have any fish for your lunch, please? That'll be."
But this is no. But he is banned. This is something that he
just
is banned
him
from. He
just
specifically is banned from.
What, I mean, does he gas badly after fish? Is that?
Yeah, maybe. He's a stanky boy.
The cycling one would make sense only to a stage, because you wouldn't want to come in all sweaty and all of that. And although it's more acceptable these days because a lot of workplaces have shower stuff and stuff like that, maybe it wouldn't have been quite as so back then. I know that Japan are also quite high on their cycling as well, on the whole. I'll go with the cycling. Why not?
You're correct, but for the wrong reason.
I mean, I got it correct.
You got it correct. Yeah, he's seen too valuable. It's seen too much of a risk.
Okay.
For him to walk or cycle. So they're like, no. Like, I don't think he's like. I think if he wanted to, he could turn around and say, "No, I'm fucking biking."
Yeah.
But they were like, no, can you not?
That Zelda was such an important franchise back then that they felt that they needed him.
I think it's now. Like, I think it's like it's now. Like, just like because he is such a big part of the company.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So carrying on to question 9. What American actor appeared in an advert for Super Nintendo? This is great, but at the same time, it's like the awkward silences in between, like,
I'm loving the quiz because I'm learning like an awful lot, but the caveat of that is I just feel really stupid. Can I get the multiple answer on that one again, sir? Thanks.
A, Matt LeBlanc, B, Sylvester Stallone, or C, Paul Rudd?
Okay. Was this for the SNES?
Super Nintendo is what I've written down.
SNES. Yep. Okay. I know for the SNES they advertised something called a Super Scope, which was an attachment.
Yeah.
For the SNES, it wasn't very good.
No,
but it was at the time. And they had like absolutely mad adverts going on for that at the time. That basically showed off the scope itself, but didn't actually show any other games that it was compatible with. It maybe showed like, I remember one of the adverts showing just like a second of actual video game footage, and the rest was just all guys going, "Yeah, look at this scope, it's amazing."
Yeah.
And so for that reason, I'd go with Sylvester Stallone, only because that seems like the kind of advert who he would be part of.
Yeah. And
I know the Super Scope was sort of not a big part of the SNES, but it was certainly had its presence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay. You're wrong.
I thought so.
Paul Rudd.
Was it?
Yeah, Paul Rudd was in it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll show you the advert later, but yeah. I mean, the thing is, he just looks exactly the same, just like a bit younger. Like, I was like, he hasn't aged at all. What's your secret, Paul Rudd? Tell me your secrets. A big cross there. Well, he had 2 in a row that you got right,
Yeah.
Okay, so for the final questions,
right,
I'm going to sort of give you a Nintendo console, and I want you to.
Oh, I've already got them all, mate.
I know. I was just going to say, the Nintendo console, and I want you to give me the best-selling like game. That's like so not like series, like the best-selling like game, like single game, like you know, like I'm gonna get quite specific with this. I might let you off if you're making a good guess, but no, I'm gonna be, I want specifics.
Cool. I'm gonna fail this like I failed the rest of the quiz.
Yeah, maybe.
Woo.
Right. So, first of all, Game Boy.
Game Boy. Okay.
Yeah. So I think the thing is with the
original Game Boy.
Well, the thing is with this game, with the Game Boy Analytics, a lot of it was like that they would group the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color together. I don't know why they've done that, but this game was basically it was on both, and so it was a massive hint there, and
no,
it was pretty much the best-selling game for both of them.
I think really. I might have an idea, but it depends whether it takes that into consideration or not, but I'm gonna go with it. Tetris.
Well done.
Because it came bundled with the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
So obviously if you bought an original Game Boy, you would have Tetris.
Yeah.
So it logically makes sense that would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. That's correct. That's the correct answer. It sold 35 million units.
Yeah.
So I mean, think that's over both consoles.
It's slightly cheating on Nintendo's part, but good on them.
I'll give you 2 points. So I will do the. I was going to change the point system because I felt bad for you, but I will. I'll give you those 2 points because you
don't feel bad for me. It's fine.
But I'm giving you the 2 points.
I appreciate it.
Although is that gonna? Actually, no, I'm not going to, because then I'm gonna have to go back and I could figure out how many questions there are all together. Wait. No, I fucking will. There we go. I changed my mind three times there.
Thanks, buddy.
There you go. 2 points. There we go. So it'll be out of 30 now. Basically, your point system as points will be out of 30. The NES.
Super Mario 3.
Yep. Well done. Super Mario Brothers. It was 40.24 million units they sold of that one.
Nice.
Well done. Okay, Game Boy Advance.
Okay. This is where my knowledge starts certainly getting a little bit patchy. What was big on the Game Boy Advance? They remade Zelda Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance, which was pretty big at the time because it was a portable version of an already beloved game on the SNES.
Yeah.
But I somehow don't think that's it. I know Advance Wars was huge on the Game Boy Advance because pretty much the Game Boy Advance is the only place it subsided, apart from maybe, I think there was a version of it on the DS. But I don't think that's it either. What else? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, so I'm going to go for Advance Wars.
Nope.
Okay.
It was Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Fuck, of course, Pokemon is a Nintendo thing. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, it was Pokemon. To be fair, this one I was going to be really mean, because if you had asked for the multiple choice, I was just going to give you all the Pokemon games, because I had like 3. They're Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire.
Oh
Pokemon
shit,
Red,
I can ask for multiple choice on this, can't I?
Yeah, you can. Yeah. You've got multiple choice. Hey man, look, you got 2 straight off the bat.
I was on a run for all of the retro stuff, and frankly, the retro stuff is where I reside. Yeah. Do you have a Nintendo 64 one at all?
You know what? Actually, I didn't do the Nintendo 64.
Aww.
I didn't do that one.
I would be fairly certain that it would either be one of 3. It would either be GoldenEye, because GoldenEye was huge.
Yeah,
for the Nintendo
I don't
64.
think it was GoldenEye actually. I think it was
Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Or Ocarina of Time.
It was. I think it was Super Mario, which is why I think I avoided it, just because otherwise it'd just be it was Mario. Oh, and it was Mario.
Oh, and Tetris.
Then Tetris, yeah. Mario and Pokemon, basically.
Okay.
But yeah, so that sold 15.85 million units, which isn't a lot really.
No.
But
it's still nothing to be sniffed at, but
no, it's not that much. Okay, so
I don't think the Game Boy Advance really came into its own until the Game Boy Advance SP got released with the backlit stream.
Yeah.
I think that's certainly it's the first Game Boy Advance. Well, I say it's the first Game Boy Advance I ever picked up. It's the first Game Boy Advance that my dad got me.
Yeah.
And I now have an original Game Boy Advance, but I barely ever play it. It's mainly just a display piece because the SP was the first console I had, and it had a backlit screen, and the original Game Boy Advance doesn't.
Yeah, yeah.
So it just makes it a little bit more awkward to play.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I had an SP. I didn't play it very much.
I've got
my hands are too fucking big.
Yeah, yeah. I've got my lovely Zelda edition, the Minish Cap. SP now. It's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't play that much. I kind of put me off portable gaming, to be honest.
Get a Nintendo Switch.
Yes, I will.
Get you right back on it again.
I would do, but money.
And a child, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I don't go anywhere. I haven't got anywhere to go. Anyway,
that's what you got me for. I just bring it along with me. Although I forgot it today.
Fucking hell, what are you doing, Saul?
I know, right?
Piss off home and get it.
All right, see you later. Bye.
No. GameCube.
Okay.
GameCube.
The big hitters on there. They had Mario Kart Double Dash. That was great. They had Resident Evil 4 came to the GameCube, and that was huge. They also had Super Smash Bros. Melee, which was still to this day, this is before the new Smash Bros. Game is released, it's still regarded as one of the best ones, if not the best one.
People still use the GameCube controllers, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, I do when I play Smash Bros. I've got I've got the latest Smash Bros. On the Wii U because the Wii U is still a console I still apparently have knocking around, even though it died an absolute death.
Yeah, it did die a death, didn't it?
But I've got the GameCube adapter for that so that I can specifically play Smash Bros. With a GameCube controller. Cause
you can do that on the new one as well, can't you? On the
the new one will have like a special edition with it that comes with the adapter and a special like Smash Bros. GameCube controller.
Oh, sweet, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Not that we're, advertising. No, although, frankly, if you want to sponsor us, Nintendo, then...
Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, they've never sponsored anyone ever in existence, but,
yeah,
we can dream.
Never know.
You never know. Can I get the multiple choice for this one?
Yeah,
actually?
You can.
Thank you.
A, Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
B, Pokemon Colosseum. Mm-hmm. Or C, Super Smash Bros.
I'm going to go for my gut and say Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, well done.
Nice.
Super Smash Bros. Oh, God. This is the lowest selling one out of the lot. It's only 7.07 million.
A lot of people didn't like the fact that it had a story mode on it.
Oh, really? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and honestly, I think it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Because it just collaborated every single character that Nintendo had at hand at the time.
Yeah.
Including Solid Snake, which is why people are making such a big deal that Snake is back in the new one.
Yeah, yeah.
And tied them all into a story-based campaign. It was a really big collaboration. It was really cool. I liked it myself, but a lot of people.
But didn't. if you look back to all the other ones, I mean, like the only other lowest one we had was 15.85 million. Like that 7 million isn't really that many. Like,
no.
And that is the highest selling game for the GameCube. So
yeah.
I mean, maybe the GameCube did. I don't think the GameCube did very well.
I don't think the GameCube did very well. I think Nintendo found their own when they made the Wii, and that sold like hotcakes. Yeah.
Speaking of, the Nintendo Wii,
right,
which is the highest selling game for that one. What do you reckon?
Well, I'd naturally go to Smash Bros for that one because there was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Was it Brawl for?
I think it was. Yeah. Or was that not the U?
No, Melee was GameCube and Brawl was Wii.
Wii U. Okay, Wii. Sorry.
Honestly, we keep getting mixed on game consoles. It's almost like Nintendo keep naming their consoles the same fucking thing.
I know, right? It's NES.
Just the DS family alone. The DS family is DS, DS Lite, DSi, DSi XL.
Yeah.
3DS. 3DS. 3DS XL. The new 3DS. The new 3DS XL.
Oh my fucking God. Jesus Christ.
And I've gone through all of them over the years.
And then you got the porno version, which is the double DS.
The DS double D.
Yeah.
Lovely. So Wii, highest grossing game. Mario Kart was fairly huge for it. I am going to go with Wii Sports for the same reason I did for Tetris for the original Game Boy, because it came bundled in with it.
Yeah. Well done.
Lovely.
Wii Sports. Yeah.
Which is a cracker of a game, by the way. I still bust it out once in a
great.
while for my Wii U. It's just good fun.
An interesting factoid for you as well. At 76.76 million copies, it is the highest ever selling Nintendo game, single game of all time. So like, even like including like Mario games, it like singular. Obviously, Mario overall has like sold more copies, but yeah, that's some most high selling.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Game.
I mean, the Wii did tremendously well.
Yeah.
Like,
everyone had a bloody Wii.
Everyone,
apart from me.
Everyone of all ages got back into gaming through the Wii because of its motion controls at the time. Because at the time, they were revolutionary.
Yeah, definitely. But then also, you did have other games for it, like the Dragon Ball Z Budokai. I used to play a lot. With my mates. And
also,
you had like the Pro Controller and things like that.
Yeah.
Where you could play it while sitting down.
Not only did they have the motion controls at the time, which were revolutionary at the time, but it was Nintendo, which meant a lot. They came into sort of a revolutionary gaming thing with family-friendly entertainment because it was Nintendo. And so everyone got involved. I mean, there were elderly people who were like, "Yeah, we'll get a Wii because that sounds great." And then you've got stuff like Wii Fit and all of that instead. And it just brought everyone in, even people who only had sort of average gaming experience or no gaming experience at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they felt included, and that's why it did so well.
Yeah. So, and Wii Sports was great.
Wii Sports was great.
I think that's kind of what a lot of things after that I've kind of forgot. Like when you had like the Kinect and things like that, like they just didn't do it as well. They just didn't do it as well as the Wii.
The thing with Nintendo is they've always gone down their own path.
Yeah.
Like they haven't followed the culture. They haven't followed what people are into at the time. It's why it's why you don't see like a battle royale built by Nintendo, but they've got Fortnite on the Switch now, which arguably is the biggest one of them all.
Yeah.
I say arguably, it just is at this stage.
It is. I'm just so fucking bored of it, to be honest, at this point.
I played a lot of it while I was on holiday with my stepbrother.
Yeah,
we won a couple of games, and it was pretty nice. Yeah, I know.
I've sworn a lot in this episode, actually. I apologise.
I followed the crowd for a week. I'm really sorry. It's all right. I'm playing. What am I playing at the moment? I think I've gone back to Stardew Valley for a bit.
Have you? Okay. Yeah. Me and Kat are playing that a lot at the moment. That's a great little game. It's like for me at the moment it's Stardew Valley and Doom.
Nice. That's an extreme of
massive
both.
extremities.
Lovely farming to
die. All right, so we've reached the final one.
Yep.
The Nintendo Switch.
Ooh, latest.
Yeah, the latest one. So, what is the highest selling game?
I think it's going to be between two.
Uh-huh.
It's either going to be Mario Odyssey.
Yeah.
Or Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go with Zelda Breath of the Wild. One, because it's honestly my most favourite game out of the decade of gaming that I've experienced. It's fantastic. And two, it's what sold the Nintendo Switch to quite a lot of people at the time. The running joke at the time was that the Switch was just a Zelda machine. Mm-hmm. And like they've built up since then. They've released loads of games, and the Switch is doing absolutely fantastic at the moment. It's pretty much like revitalized Nintendo as a video gaming platform. Mm-hmm. But I think Zelda is what started it all. Because it was so good. I still need to show you that trailer for Breath of the Wild because it gets me every single time.
Cool.
It's so good. I'm gonna go with my heart and say Zelda.
It's not Zelda. I'm sorry.
Is it Mario?
It is. It's Mario.
It's Odyssey. Mario. Fair enough.
Mario Odyssey was 11.17 million. 11.17 million.
In fairness,
copies.
Looking back at it, it does make sense because Mario is such a household
name.
Mario.
That's the thing is a lot of people.
I just wanted to go with my heart.
I know you did. I know. So if you're interested, we've got the top 5 selling games. It was Mario first.
Oh, can I hazard a guess?
Yes, go.
Okay, so it was Mario.
Yeah.
Zelda.
No.
Not Zelda.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Splatoon 2 was massive.
It is on there, but
it's
not second. No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Zelda is Zelda third?
Zelda's third. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Splatoon 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just second and fifth to get.
Trying to think what's bigger. Look, I'm trying to think what's in between Mario and Zelda, because that's a tough one. In fairness, there's probably a game staring me in the face right now.
Do you know the music?
You've lost me entirely. Go on, go for the second one. Tell me what
Mario Kart.
Fuck!
Mario Kart.
Of course it's fucking Mario Kart. How?
What's wrong with you, man?
I know. Mario Kart is my jam.
All right.
I piss everyone off when I play Mario
Saul,
Kart.
give me a Switch. Give me Mario Kart. You clearly are not a fan anymore.
You clearly need to practice.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, shut up.
Is fifth one ARMS?
No, it's not.
Okay.
1-2 Switch.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I've sold 1-2 Switch now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it doesn't matter whether you sold it or not because you've still like added up. To
no,
the figures,
no. I'm just saying that as a figure of.
I mean,
like,
obviously, these are all like kind of sort of things that are thrown around.
The 1-2 Switch does make sense because it was sort of one of the only games, apart from Zelda at the time, that got launched with the Switch, and it was kind of like your Wii Sports. It showed what the platform was capable of. But it just wasn't as good as Wii Sports.
No. But I think that's probably what people like. Again, it's like that family thing.
And I'm not saying it wasn't fun. I mean, we've had our fun with it. We played 1-2 Switch a couple of times,
yeah, definitely,
especially around mates.
And if you're
the champagne one is really quite hilarious.
Yeah, and milking the cow one. That's awkward as hell.
Yeah, that makes it hilarious. It just wasn't enough for me to keep it around. It lost its welcome quite a while ago, and it was very overpriced at the time as well. Many people expected it to be like Wii Sports, come with the Switch, have it built in.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It was 40-50 quid at the time.
Yeah.
Which is just too much for what it was. And it was fun. It just outstayed its welcome quite quickly. Okay. I can't believe I forgot Mario Kart, man.
I know. What are you doing?
I think it's because I played it on Wii U first, so I just...
Yeah, but people bought it for it.
I was one of them dweebs that was like, Wii U? Yeah, I'll go in for that. I was standing outside game in Cambridge at midnight for the launch of the Wii U.
It was you. You were the person that did that. They were like, fucking hell.
Someone's here. Jesus Christ.
No one knew how bad the Wii U was going to go, did they?
The thing is, like, it didn't do very well, but I still have a soft spot for the Wii U, and I think that's mainly because they released all of the remasters for Zelda games on the Wii and the GameCube at the time. So they had the remake of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker, both of which were extraordinary remakes. And not only that, like, the Wii U did have some really decent games.
Yeah.
Zombie U, say what you want about it.
I love that game.
The single player on that game, like, is all right, and it certainly does the trick of scaring you a good couple of times. And I liked the mechanic of it using the tablet. It used it very well. Zombie U shined in the multiplayer. The multiplayer for it was fantastic, and it's something that they didn't bring over to any other platforms because they couldn't make it work.
It wouldn't have worked. No, definitely not. I love that. I was almost going to buy a Wii U just for that game. I just thought it was so good. But then I was like, actually, I wouldn't have anyone to fucking play it with. So
right, like if they had implicated that in the Xbox and PS4 version with like online, that would have. I reckon that would have taken off because the game
could have done with the play link like on your phone.
The game platform itself was incredibly good fun.
Yeah,
we've had a right good laugh.
Yeah, definitely. Ha ha ha! Have all these zombies. Mwah. We need to play that again, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Do that again.
Anyway, I really fucking enjoyed that.
Oh, thank you.
A lot.
So, your overall score was out of 30 because obviously it was 15 questions and there was possible 2 for each one.
Yeah.
So. You got 12 out of 30.
I feel like I pulled it back at the end.
That's all right. That's okay. You nearly got nearly half.
Exactly. Like I do love Nintendo. Nintendo is what I have grown up on, but that's primarily because I just played a lot of Zelda. I'm a massive Zelda fan. I played the occasional Mario Kart and Mario and all of the big hitters, but Zelda was the one I kept coming back to. So
yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
So I put it to you, Saul. I put it to you. Oh fuck, we're going over. Fuck me. I put it to you to challenge me next time to make a quiz for me.
Square Enix based.
No, no, definitely not. I will definitely fail that one. So I, maybe Corn. I could probably don that.
Right.
I'm
gonna do the Fall of Hornets quiz.
Hornets. Yeah. Well, I definitely nail that one. Fall of Hornets is my band, by the way. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube and all that. It's great. Awesome. So yeah, there we go. I say if you feel like that, then that's you can challenge me next time.
Yeah. Well, I say let us know down in the comments. One, if you did take part in the quiz yourself, then how well did you do? I'd love to know.
Oh yeah.
Stick it down in the comments. And two, if you like the whole quiz thing, which I really enjoyed, I learnt a lot actually. Then I can challenge Adam to a slightly more Adam-based quiz.
Yeah. Disney. Yeah. Corn. Those are my two things.
Ooh, Disney. Ooh.
I reckon you could probably trip me up with some Disney ones.
Probably.
Really.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Let us know down in the comments.
What do you reckon it should be?
Or on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. Yeah, check
we have Facebook as well.
Yeah, we should wrap this up because we are going way over. So that was we've talked lots of BS today. I'm sure you'll agree.
The usual
crap. So obviously we have traded. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna play Resident Evil.
And I have got Room.
Yeah,
not The Room, just Room.
Just Room. So thank you very much. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's at Let's Talk BS1. And our personal Twitters are I'm at Ads Queenie Bond.
And I am at Saul Reid, REID.
Yep. And you can check us out. You can listen to us on iTunes and on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also subscribe to us on iTunes as well. Leave us a rating.
Yeah. Leave us really some comments on YouTube. That'll be lovely.
That'll be really nice. Give us a like and all that. Follow us on Facebook as well. I think it's / Let's Talk BS2, I believe. That's a running joke from the first episode.
Have you made the Instagram?
I haven't made the Instagram yet. No, we haven't got really fucking pictures or a podcast.
Not really, no.
Do you know what I mean? We're gonna. Oh, look, here we go.
Pretty sure you don't want your Instagram feed filled up with our ugly mugs.
No. Yeah. So again, thanks again for listening.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll catch you next time where we talk more
BS. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.